sexual harassment. Yeah, it's sexual harassment. They say I'm not allowed to comment on your figure. Well, if this will get that fire, baby, you can pull the trigger.
Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Janna game. I'm not sure if I already did a Janna game, well, except for the one I just did, because I already started this video and went about, I don't know, 10 minutes in. And then everything failed and I had to restart. So that's awesome. Anyway, I will be explaining the skills a little bit. While we see the early game with Janna just going for some protection of the blue. And Janna, as you can see, actually flies. Now that's because she's of course a wind elemental or something like that. So nothing is going to happen early game, I can tell you that. There's not going to be a level 1 fight. So the Tailwind, the innate ability, gives her extra movement speed, but not only her, also her teammates. So every one of her teammates actually gets the Tailwind. So that is really useful. It's not huge early game, but late game the percentage increases, because now it is 3%. And the percentage increases, making it even better. And making it actually really useful. So first of all, the Q. It is a kind of tornado-like whirlwind, and it deals some damage, but more importantly it knocks people into the air. The hang on, the spell actually has a charge up period, and if you let it charge up, it will actually be stronger than when you don't let it charge up, but you can still use it for the knock-up effect. So I think they changed the distance is now controlled by how long you let it channel, and it used to be damage, I think, but that's okay, I don't care. So then the W skill is all about movement speed and damage, of course, but everything is around about damage. First of all, you get a passive movement increase by 8%, and you can move through units if you pick it. So even at level 1 you can move through units. Then as an active ability, which makes you lose your passive, but it allows you to slow one enemy and deal damage to him. And that is really useful if you're trying to catch someone before they actually run into the turret. So into their turret, so you cannot chase them anymore. And it is really a utility kind of thing. It does have some damage, but normally that's not too big a deal. Anyway, the Eye of the Storm, then the E is the shield. It's picked first here. It is a really useful laning ability. If you're good with your reactions and if you can actually use it well, you can prevent a lot of damage to your carry with it, or your laning partner. It doesn't have to be a carry, of course. And it allows you to buff the damage on the target, which you can also use, or you can also use it on the turret. It buffs the damage, but it also prevents some damage from landing on the target. So as I said, also for turrets, and used a lot for turrets. Because especially in the early game, if you can prevent like the few damage, the 80 damage in this case, then normally the enemy won't have a lot to show for their pushing. And as you can see, they pushed into the turret quite a bit, and with a jungler on both teams, that is kinda risky. So the ultimate, as long as there's nothing to do, I can just go on with it. The ultimate is an AoE heal which channels, so you can break it off before then, but you can use it to heal up allies in the vicinity, as well as knock enemies away from you. So basically a knockback effect. Doesn't stun or anything like that, so after throwing away the enemies out of the region, they can just run back in.
An enemy has been slain.
And they do get first blood, which is excellent.
An enemy has
And they get 2 kills even. So an excellent job on Amumu. I have no idea how that came to pass, but still.
An ally has been slain.
Amumu was around, so I'm assuming that he had something to do with it at least. And even though Janna took a level 1 or opening item ward, she hasn't placed it yet. Well, by now it would be useful to have, but yeah, then again, since the lane is pushed up to their turret, it's not a lot of not a big chance of them getting ganked. The only useful place to put it would be somewhere here, to just watch this bush and to allow the Caitlyn to actually target the champion that's in the bush. Also to prevent the ninja gank, as it's called, which is the jungler coming in here, just walking through this part because you don't have vision there, and then walking in to this bush. But then again, Sona is just giving them some free vision anyway. And basically what's happening here is they're just, well, just farming up. With Caitlyn having 32 minion kills and Misfortune having 33, so they're equal. And both of them are better than, well, than the enemies on, or than the enemies, than the other lanes in top and bottom lane, top and middle lane. And all in all, yeah, that is very useful to have a lot of minion kills on your carrier, or one of your carriers I should say, because, well, as you can see, Lee Sin, Orianna and Caitlyn on one team, all 3 of which can carry the game pretty well, and all 3 of them are really fragile. And then Anivia, Misfortune and Annie on the enemy team, which is exactly the same story. They can do a lot of damage, but they are very fragile as well. So no tankiness on either team, except for the junglers, because Amumu is building some tanky stuff, I guess. Not really, but he probably will. And Trundle can also build some tanky DPS kind of build. And meanwhile, this is just farming up, and yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. Lee Sin against Anivia, that is hard to do as Lee Sin. Especially once Anivia hits 6. Because then you're going to get harassed all the time. And especially if she gets the blue buff, but she didn't. Because I think we saw someone else with blue buff, but I'm not actually sure. Yeah, this ultimate didn't do anything. As you can see, they're still full health. And the only thing that Janna lacks as a support character, because she is really, really good, but she doesn't have a heal. She only has a heal on her ultimate, and you don't normally use it for the heal. Although in this case, if Caitlyn was lower, she could probably use it for that. And my frame rate is dropping here, so I don't have a lot of control over where I am looking. I'm trying to reset it here, but not actually succeeding. Come on, record. There we go. And we're back at 30. So hopefully I can
Slain.
hopefully I can get that to well, to sync up once again. And not actually sure what's going on here because, well, it doesn't show anything. But Orianna at least taking someone out, and then this guy is probably low because he's running away. I don't know. Whatever. But people want me to show that, so I thought I'd humor them. Anyway, Janna going back, probably Philosopher's Stone and something else. Because at this point I quit in the previous game because of, well, everything going wrong. So only Philosopher's Stone here and some healing potions. Yeah, that's a shame. Would have been nice to have something something more substantial there. But I guess for Janna, yeah, since she doesn't get a lot of gold, well, she doesn't get any gold from the minions. It is kind of hard to do something early game in the matter of items. And yeah, we just see them taking out blue buff here, and hopefully it will go to Orianna. And Amumu steals it. I have no idea why. Because Amumu really doesn't need it, because he has his own blue buff to get back to. But anyway. And Orianna, of course, could have used it pretty well, since she's out of mana. And, well, she can use it in general very well. And, yeah, getting executed here. Oh, no, actually getting killed. So then it was definitely not worth it. But at least she didn't have blue buff, so guess that's good. Makes it a little bit okay. But yeah, going for a kill like that really isn't worth it. You would get about the same effect as she... Oh my god, this frame rate is horrible. We hear all kind of ultimates going off. And Caitlyn actually dying here, I guess. Or not. Caitlyn not dying. My god, this is horrible. And there we go. So yeah, Caitlyn dies eventually. And the turret really doesn't want to aggro anyone. And wow, actually getting out of there at like 30 health. Enemies must be really low to allow that to happen. But yeah, at 300 life, I would have definitely not done that. I would have definitely gone for just a hit on that. I mean, you can survive one tower hit, and this guy is at 400 health. Well, now it's almost 500. They could have definitely gotten in that one last hit. But okay. Janna should be glad here. And I hope I'm not too far off. But I probably am. I hope to be able to restore that a little bit. But it is really hard to do. Especially since it doesn't actually say... Wow, nobody going after her. But especially since it doesn't actually say how much time that it missed. So I have to look at the time, but since it was lagging before I had to resync, yeah, it's really hard to do. But anyway, I'll try. So they get an early dragon. At least 40 minutes, not that early, but considering the enemy team didn't take it yet, it is good. So, yeah, while we just watch them, or watch Caitlyn just attacking some minions again, Janna is planting a ward at dragon. Even though there is no dragon for the next 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes, no 5 minutes now. Because the next dragon is going to spawn at 20:05. That's what it said. Yeah, Janna can definitely leave this lane and just go do something else. Yep. Sorry about that. So Momo is going to try to get a gank off here. While we see... Oh my god. Janna ran away from the kill there, I don't know why, but yeah, eventually it was picked up by Caitlyn, so no big deal. But even though you're a support, you can still get kills, that's no problem. It is of course better to give them to your carry, but there's no problem in it. And there we saw the ults, and we're actually dying for that. Yeah, she cancelled the ult prematurely. It would have been better to just use the ults all the way, and then Amumu might have healed up enough to escape from that. But yeah, it's a detail. Yeah, indeed. Amumu says you stopped the ults, and it was definitely a mistake. Because the ultimate can actually heal 4 times 70 health, and she only used it for 1 second, so it only healed 1 times 70. So that's another 200 health, and with the turret doing 200 damage, it would definitely saved Amumu from getting well, killed by the turret there. And we are back in the phase of well, just killing some minions. So let's go to some other lane, but there's nothing on the map. And they are trying to go for Annie here, but yeah, Annie was protected by the jungler, and yeah, Momo gets caught and gets killed once again. So mid lane is being pushed by 3 champions here, and Janna should definitely help out there, because she's not doing anything here. She's just staying in the background and yeah, just basically wasting time. Well, not wasting, but not doing the best things she can with her time. Come on, Janna, help him out. Yeah. Janna completely out of mana here and couldn't really do enough to save that. Could have used the mana potion for 200 extra mana. I think it's 200, not actually sure. 100 mana. So that would have resulted in either an extra shield or, well, some extra damage, I guess. The But yeah, the mana potions to me aren't really useful because, well, it takes a long time to heal a little bit of mana, because 100 mana isn't really a lot of a big deal. And Orianna actually getting out of that for now. Orianna taking a lot of turret shots, but she has 2000 health, and yeah, she took like 7 tower shots there. So she probably needs to heal now. And Janna is coming in to help out. Has boots now and an additional heart of gold. Heart of gold, of course, gives you gold as well, and combines with the philosopher's stone to give you 1 gold per second now. And they are going to kill this guy, but Caitlyn is going to die for it.
An enemy has
And that's a shame. But at least they took out Anivia. Anivia, who's normally way ahead in minion kills, but is now at 95 with Lee Sin and Caitlyn being at, well, 120 and 130. But yeah, she's a little behind. She's actually at the level of Annie, who's a decent farmer, but not nearly as good as Anivia is supposed to be. Then again, I haven't seen Anivia with blue buff yet. Well, I haven't paid attention to it either, but yeah, Anivia really needs blue buff every time she can get it. Because, well, Anivia's ultimate uses up a lot of mana. So as you can see, Janna doesn't do any damage to someone like Trundle, and yeah, she can try all she wants, but he's not going to be deterred from killing this turret, and that's why she just needs to be a support character. Of course, if you build AD on her, she can do quite a lot of damage, especially with the Zephyr, because then you can slow down your opponents and catch up with them pretty easily, and with the shield you can actually do quite a lot. But still, it's not nearly as good as someone who actually is meant to be an AD carry. Yeah, Mumu running the wrong way there, actually running away from his team. No chance whatsoever for the team to catch up or to help him out. And the whole team is well, low on health or low on mana, but they do get a kill. Yeah, that really was an unnecessary flash, but at least if the readout is correctly, it's still 300 life left on him.
An ally has been slain.
And Orianna getting killed. So Mumu getting out of that, but now, yeah, runs the wrong way once again. Should have ran to the other turrets into the base. Almost gets killed, but yeah, survives. Haven't seen a lot of clairvoyances yet, if any. Well, I did see one here somewhere when they were chasing someone. Clairvoyance is one of those really low cooldown spells. Oh, there's the clairvoyance. But clairvoyance has a really low cooldown, 55 seconds, and you should really pay attention to that. so you can use it for optimal effect. Of course, it's very useful in Catch the Teemo. I keep forgetting that. I keep taking something like Flashing Ghosts, but it's really more useful to go for Clairvoyance on your whole team, because then you can find the Teemo pretty easily. Because 5 Clairvoyances would cover the entire jungle on one side, and then you don't need to buy wards. And this guy's dead. Yeah. Oh wow, between 2 champions, wow. So actually getting the ultimate off by shooting through a very small hole between 2 champions. And yeah, a little late on the ultimates.
Executed.
And Amumu gets executed by Dragon, it seems. But they do get the Dragon, so still worth it. Well, it's always worth it because getting executed only costs you a little bit of experience. And it's 19 to 21, with Janna being 0, 0 and 5, doing a good job of being in the team fights at least, or near the team fights. And I might actually pick up some minion kills here. Yeah, not a lot of spectacular items. I guess Orianna is the only one that really has the nice items. The Evil Tome for cooldown reduction and the Rod of Ages for some extra health. Of course, both of them give AP as well. Sorcerers would give magic penetration, and yeah, I guess this one is a nice item as well, the Bloodthirster. The Hex Drinker, yeah, I don't use it myself, but it's a really good item. Especially for melee characters. Well, it is an AD item, so I guess that would make it for most melee characters. But yeah, it gives you an extra amount of health, I guess. Well, a shield at least.
Enemy killing spree.
And that makes it really useful. So Janna getting kind of chased by 2 of them. And Orianna really taking a big risk there and actually getting killed. And yeah, saving or trying to save the Caitlyn, but Caitlyn saved herself and therefore getting killed. You can actually see the Sona, what's it called, aura through the forest here. So through the fog of war. Really not supposed to happen. Oh, that's some nice damage on this guy. He has almost 200 damage, and yeah, with his mobility he can really dish out quite a lot of damage per second if he really wants to. He's using all of his skills. And since he's energy based, there's no reason not to. I mean, it's not like you can manage energy, it just recharges anyway. And there's a maximum of 200 on the champions, so there's not a whole lot of reason not to use all of your skills if you have the energy anyway. So Janna once again doing some guard duty on one of the lanes. It's not something she's good at, and you can see it's really hard to last hit with her, and she should really wait for the minions to take damage before she actually starts attacking, because this way she keeps missing all of the last hits. And as I say that, she picks up 2. But yeah, lost hitting against the turret really requires a lot of experience. And Amumu didn't actually get the blue buff there, taking a lot of risk. But he should have had his smite up, I guess. 'Cause I don't think he used it on anything else, or he should have used it on anything else. Anyway, we were following Sona around, and Sona is once again just getting some minions. Well, we see a little team fight going off here, and Amumu actually getting out of that. Wow, that's impressive. Well, it's really the mistake of the enemy team, because, well, why would you allow him to get out of that? Well, I guess Sona was attacking him, but just couldn't do enough damage. So yeah, the team fight, actually catching someone here with the ultimate. And are they going to pick it off? Yeah, one of them at least. Oh wow. Misfortune running out of the way of the ultimate, and actually gets her teammate killed, therefore. Because she could have taken it, probably. But that's okay. So the 10 kills ahead now, with 0, 1 and 7 on Sona. And there's a surrender vote on the enemy team. It's going 1 and 4. But yeah, 1 and 4 means that only one of you wants to surrender. So yeah, doesn't mean that they're going to surrender anytime soon. Yeah, you should be pretty keen on dragons, Miss Caitlin. Yeah, it was Caitlin. But yeah, the dragon is really is a really important income for your support character, in this case Sona, or Janna. I probably mixed up the names multiple times. Because Janna really doesn't get any gold from the normal, the minions, or the jungle, or whatever. She only gets it from Dragon and Baron, well, as well as the gold items, the gold per 10 items. But with 1 gold per second you really cannot keep up with with the normal gold generation of the minions. Because that would be a whole lot more. So I am still wondering how they will make these champions viable in Dominion without changing them at all. I mean, you can change the items and you can say everyone starts at level 3 and everybody gains more experience, but yeah, some champions are really good early game, some are really good late game, and now you're just saying everybody's going to profit from getting more gold and more experience. Basically you're saying that early game characters, or characters that can work without items, aren't useful on this map. So they're still chasing, wow. Why would you chase her? Yeah, he didn't need to turn around for that, dude. So excellent retreat here, but with Janna it's no problem to get away normally. Because, well, she has all this additional movement speed. She has 10% from this one and 3% from this one, so. Yeah, not a whole lot she can do there, so just running around the back, trying to help out here. And wow, that's this guy is doing so much damage. I have no idea what he's carrying now. Yeah, the Trinity Force really helps out there. And of course you have the Brutalizer, which adds some attack damage, and the Hexdrinker, which adds some attack damage. But also with the shields from Janna, you can do 50 more. So all in all, he can do quite a lot of damage. And you can really see that in every time he engages, he takes them down pretty quickly. So I don't think I normally see Trinity Force on Lee Sin. I think it's normally more straight up attack damage, so kind of, yeah, the Infinity Edge Bloodthirster kind of thing, especially Bloodthirster. And Janna going home once again, picking up some magic resist here. So already the Mercury strats, so the magic resistor, and extra magic resist on the Negatron cloak, which is probably going to be Banshee's Veil in time, and one more ward to place somewhere. No, that wasn't actually the answer to the question. What's your cooldown on Clairvoyance? And Clairvoyance is actually already up. He's not asking for the maximum. So, yeah, this guy coming in. And yeah, Janna is kind of split up from the rest here, and therefore they cannot really engage. And now they can. No, Janna actually getting out of that. For now, that is. Come on, kill them all. No, Janna is doing the smart thing and just running out now. Staying close, but not close enough to get killed, because, well, if you're under 100 health, it's not really smart to stay in range. Someone is going to kill you then. And once again, the surrender vote, but 1-4 this time. And with 13 kills behind, it's pretty safe to say that, yeah, you should surrender. And the next dragon is probably going to be after the game already ended. But I wonder if somebody is actually going to write it in the chat. So they take out 2 turrets for that, but yeah, with the whole enemy team being on cooldown, yeah, not a lot of risk, I would say. And even an inhibitor taken out, and this turret might fall as well. Not actually sure what the health on it is, because I cannot click on it. Because I can only click on it if Janna actually looks at this turret, or when the game updates. But I completely missed someone going for Baron. So either they went for Baron or the enemy went for Baron, and I completely missed it either way. But that's okay. I don't care. I was probably watching something else. I don't know. So they're just taking out Dragon, getting some, or taking out the jungle, getting some buffs, and there's Baron. As the enemy team is all in the bottom lane, it would probably be good to just go for it. But yeah, they really only have a Mumu, I guess, to take him out, and a Mumu is not building anything to take out, well, anything. You can just use the tears to drain it. But normally you want one of your AD carries to go for what's it called? Metal's Blood Razors, because it takes out Baron really quickly. And of course the tears on a Mumu, I forgot what it's called. But the tears on a Mumu kind of have the same effect. They also drain for a percentage of the health. And a percentage of 8,100 life is always a big deal. And yeah, they should. Oh, they already have it. Wow, that's fast. So I expected them to go for the enemy team here, but they already took out the Baron, so no reason to do so. But they're going to take out the mid lane and probably do something there. Nobody died. Yeah, I forgot to pre-screen this game, even though, yeah, it is a support game, so it tends to be a lot more about not doing a lot. It is still a lot of farming in this game and a lot of periods where nothing happens, but that's okay. I mean, it's not too big a deal if the game is interesting, but in this case, because we're watching a support character, I think a lot of you will have skipped the first few minutes, or might have even turned off the video, but then again, you're not hearing this if you turned off the video. So yeah, you probably should have pre-screened this and just skip the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then again, I spent the first 10 minutes in explaining what Janna does and things like that. So wow, everyone survived, I think, on a Mumu died. Not a good ultimate there, because she pushed the egg out of the lane they were in, or the place they were in, and that was definitely not intended. And they can just go for the turret here. There's no way this Trundle can stop them.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So, and there you go. This is going to be the end of the game, I'm assuming. because yeah, there's no way they can hold this off, and, especially not for long. I mean, they might be able to hold it off for a few more seconds, but with all of these waves coming in, all of these minions coming in, they have enough trouble getting the minions, let alone the champions that are targeting them. So Namumu just standing there in the middle of everything, just taking some damage, but not a real chance of him dying yet. Although now it's getting pretty close, and they should probably go for this guy. Yeah, at least he gets a kill there, or well, his team. And Caitlyn being able to take out the rest, and with the complete enemy team down once again. Well, now there's 2 up. It is going to be fairly impossible to hold off the minions, and especially if you have a long-ranged carry like this Caitlyn to just do damage from a distance, while there's nothing you can do to prevent that. And if you're getting out of that, that's a shame. And they should really try to target the Nexus, because they keep doing damage to these champions instead of to the Nexus. And finally they're targeting it now. And yeah, this is over. So even though it's kind of a long game, hope you still enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. GG.
A summoner has disconnected.